The anti-apartheid struggle, as it relates to Local 10, started on June the 17th, 1976, which was one day after the massacre took place in Soweto.
At Pier 80 in San Francisco, it's more than symbolic. Longshoremen from Local 10 are hitting South African and American businesses in the pocketbook. They're vowing not to touch the South African cargo on this Dutch ship, even though tonight a federal judge is telling the workers they have to.
To hell with the laws, to hell with the injunctions. I believe that that's what's necessary.
This is more than just another demonstration. This is a challenge to our system of free enterprise. Here you have millions of dollars worth of goods on a ship back there, and people here saying that if you do business with South Africa, you can't do it here.
This money is made off the most extreme exploitation of the black people in South Africa. Families are divided, people are being pushed out. It's like if you were in California and people were pushed out on the Mojave Desert and put in tin shacks with no way to grow food and no way to live, and they die. Every minute in South Africa, a child under 5, on the average, dies of starvation.
What appears to be certain legal action against their union and an arbitrator's ruling that'll hold back guaranteed weekly pay, longshoremen are still refusing to handle a cargo from South Africa. Remaining in the holds of the Dutch vessel, the steel, coal, glass, wool, and auto parts scheduled to have been unloaded here, along with some cargo from Australia.
I've been aboard this ship 3 times, and I'll work any other. Matter of fact, I was in the gang that discharged the Australian cargo. We have no quarrel with the people of Australia. We have no quarrel with Ned Lloyd Lines. We have a quarrel with the South African government.
At a dockside rally this morning, longshoremen and supporters repeated their feelings about the reports of life in South Africa, which they regard as oppressive.
It's got the blood of the courageous youth in Soweto that stood up against the vicious, racist apartheid regime.
The longshoremen are saying that this is a matter of conscience to them. It's a reaction to the recent oppression of labor leaders in South Africa, the detention, the torture, even the killings of people who have spoken out against the policies of apartheid. The Pacific Maritime Association is taking its case against the union to the federal courts to force the unloading of the cargo, in spite of the longshoremen's contention that this is the action of individual members. While the dockside rally kept the gates of Pier 80 closed, a floating picket line by a group called the Peace Navy paraded on the bay side of the ship, telling anyone looking from that side why the cargo is being ignored.
Demonstrators who tried to block the unloading of cargo from South Africa. It happened on Pier 80. Riot squads, as you see, moved in on 200 protesters. They were pushed out of the way, and trucks moved in to unload the ship. But some dock workers who support the protesters said this city of San Francisco is not following its own rules against apartheid.
The hypocrisy of this administration of this city for passing paper resolutions against apartheid and then using the police force to remove people and workers who are trying to strike an economic blow against that regime.
If we do not fight apartheid, we too are the losers, because we have joined with the racists in their oppression. The struggle continues.
Thank you.
In the streets, and that number's gonna grow. And when we put the governor on trial, I'll be in the front row. Just take a look around, we're a union town. 1, 2, 3, 4, let's go. This is a union town, a union town.